Hi, I'm Jeff Murrow. I want to welcome you to Healthy Marriage Tips. I know I have not been online in a while for various reasons, but I'm not getting into that right now. I am back and wanted to go ahead and deal with a topic that is timely because I've had a lot of clients and people that have been interested in it. They want to know, can you get addicted to porn? Now, I know that this is one of those topics that Facebook will probably say, oh, that's taboo. So I don't know how long it's going to stay online. With the Facebook, you will be able to find it at my YouTube channel, though. Okay, in terms of the question, can you get addicted to porn? Yes, you can. Now, in terms of what you can do about it, I'm going to get into that in a little bit. But first of all, let me go ahead and explain that, depending upon when you grew up, your idea of what it exists is very different than what is out there. Bear in mind that in this industry, the adult entertainment industry, there are more films produced and more profit in the adult entertainment section than in all of Hollywood. I mean, you hear about the Hollywood blockbusters and all the money that's behind them, all the powerful actors and so forth. When you're talking the adult entertainment industry, it is larger, much larger. And when you have that much money involved, you've got some high-powered tools being brought into play. These people know how to market. They know how to reach your head. They know how to deliver a product that keeps you wanting more and more and more. It's got that addictive element built into it. They intentionally, the producers, make it more and more extreme because they know that you need stimulation on another level each time as you go along, because they're in your brain. The porn, you start watching it with the hopes that it is going to deliver some satisfaction. The truth is, although you get worked up and you get that big dopamine high, it never delivers. It keeps you wanting more and more. So the very lure of the product, it's a setup, and you're being set up. And the dopamine high it creates is an unnatural one. It's higher than the dopamine rush that you would get from just normal activities. And because of that, it is hard for people to compete against. How can a real person compete against this super high dopamine level of stimulation? It is difficult. Now, it will take me several times to go ahead and talk about how to break out of the addiction. But let me go ahead and say, first step, stop watching the stuff. I know that's easier said than done, but you've got to go ahead and make the decision to stop. And I realize with decisions like that, many times it's a sequence of choices. You say, this is not good for me. I need to do something about it. And then a little later, I need to do something about it now. Because you keep putting off, and then finally say, I've got to do something about it. I've got to do something about it now. It's getting out of hand. So stop watching it. You've got to remove all of it from the house. Because the thing is, if you don't remove it all, it has ways of enticing you back into it. Now, one of the things that I usually encourage my clients to do is that they've got to learn to hate it, because you're not going to master any addiction unless you hate the substance. You know, if it's alcohol, you've got to hate the alcohol. If it's pot, you've got to hate the pot. If it's porn, you've got to hate the porn. Not just the effects of it, not just how it leaves you feeling, because everybody likes that high at first, and then you crash. You've got to hate even looking at it. Because as long as there's a part of you that craves it and enjoys it, you're going to want to be going back to it. So you've got to get it in your head that you've got to hate it. It's also important that you block the porn from coming into you. I know that some of you don't go out looking for it, and it just comes in. Might be through your email or other sites. I know on one of my blogs, a lot of times hackers will go ahead and jump in there and post all sorts of stuff. And I know that I've seen that on Twitter and some of the other social media sites. So it's one of those things. It's almost, you know, like opening a window and in comes flies. Open your computer and in comes porn. To give you an idea of some of the size of it, you know, the websites promoting this stuff are some of the biggest on the web. You know, the site Pornhub gets 3.42 million hits a month. Think about that. 3.42 billion hits a month. That is some tremendous traffic. And when you've got websites that have that kind of pull, there's a lot of money behind them. They take up a lot of space on the internet, and it's just one site. Keep in mind that there are many sites out there promoting it, and you're dealing with an organized force. And at times you may feel like it's you against the world, and you're accurate because there is a lot coming into you. And if you subscribe to you know, Judeo-Christian morals, those are specifically under attack with porn. Porn is designed to be disruptive, to attack traditional family models, to attack traditional family relationships. And it plants a lot of seeds, desensitizes you to many unnatural things, and just sets you up for a downhill slide. Okay, so to reiterate, you've got to stop the stuff coming in. Once you take the steps to go ahead and stop it from coming in, there are some other steps to take in sequence after that, but this will go ahead and get you started. You got to do those basic and make that commitment that you are going to stop. It's like any other addiction. There are steps that you need to go through to get that. It's literally, you can stop it from coming in, but then you have to get it out of your head and out of your heart and bring about changes there. I know that this is a challenging topic, but I felt like it's a timely topic and needed to be addressed. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. I'm glad you tuned in, and we'll talk to you next time. Until then, this is Jeff Murrah wishing you a good day. Goodbye.